Alright YouTube, back to you today with some more Pokemon X and Y OU Wi-Fi battles. Today I have a battle against Hunter. Now this was a great battle. As you can see, I'm running that Prime Rape. I got him. He's dead. Running good. He's adamant with a Scarf. So he's got the power and he's got the speed, which makes him an excellent Pokemon. I can't even remember if he gets really used this much this battle, but you know, he's there. And he can put in work if used correctly. But let's go ahead and get this started and, you know, get it going. He's going to go out into Moonectric, which obviously has a resemblance to the moon. But I'm going to lead off with my Politoed. Obviously, this is not a great situation for me because that thing can Thunderbolt me, but not to fear. I know I can live at least one hit from whatever this thing wants to throw at me because I'm a Politoed, and Politoed has that bulk. Got all that bulk. He hits me with that Intimidate, and you know, I'm pretty scared because he's got a big-ass mountain on his back. He goes for the Volt Switch. I live like I said I would, and he's gone. He runs away like a little bitch. And he goes out into Treebeard, which I then proceed to Hydro Pump because I thought he might stay in and try and go for the Thunderbolt. But I do get off the Hydro Pump. It does a lot more than I expect. I was not expecting it to do that much, but then again, I am modest max special attack. I'm going to go for the Toxic here just in case this thing is super stally. I want to be able to wear it down as quickly as possible. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and he misses, predicting me to switch out. And then I outspeed, hit him up with that Ice Beam, and that is one dead Trevenant. That's the easiest Trevenant I think I've ever beaten in a battle. Most of the time there, you know, the sits are set, but that's a whole different story. He goes back out into Moonectric. It's hard to say, because usually, you know, you say Moonectric, but Moonectric is kind of hard to say. Try it. I want to hear you say it. Try it. See? Told you it was hard to say. But I'm going to go out into Venomoth. Pretty confident that I can take a Thunderbolt. I do. He actually crits me, which is unfortunate because I'm not going to be able to live another one, and he is going to outspeed me. So that's a bit of a problem because one of my sweepers is now gone. And I don't have a broom. I don't have an extra broom. So no more sweeping for me. But I'm actually going to go out into Prime Rape because this thing is powerful. I go for the Stone Edge, possibly predicting his Talonflame to come in, which was not the best option. He actually goes for the Volt Switch here. Now, had I not outsped, Moonectric would have switched out. Then he would have gone out into Surprise, and I would have killed this thing. But because I'm Scarfed, I went first, and I died to Brave Bird, which is unfortunate, but you know, Primeape did get a little bit of work in, I guess. But he's going to take that Recoil. I'm going to go out and take Geico, because this thing can easily live a Brave Bird and retaliate with a Thunder. He actually switches out here, knowing that he can't KO me with the Brave Bird, and he actually goes on to Dusclops. Now, I absolutely hate when people bring stally stuff to streams because it's not very interesting to watch. You know, you can pretty much, if it's stall, you can predict what it's going to do, and it's not very fun to watch, and nor is it fun to play against. So, if you plan on coming to my stream, don't bring stall because I will forfeit, and I will move on to the next person, and you'll have just wasted your time. So, but that's how I roll. But he goes for the Will-O-Wisp here on my Politoed. Not too worried about it because I'm a Politoed and I don't care about my physical stats, but I do care about the residual damage each and every turn from the burn. But I am able to get off a Toxic, which is great, but this thing has Rest, and you know, that's obviously bad for me because I can't touch this thing in any way, shape, or form. So that's unfortunate, but I do have a solution to this almighty problem. I'm going to switch out here to save my Politoed. Obviously, he doesn't have rocks, so he probably would have tried to set them up by now, so I'm okay. I can go back out into Geico now, especially with the rain being up. You know, I get my Dry Skin boost, and I get Pseudo Stab with the rain and whatnot. But it goes out into Scrafty as I predict the switch, go for the Volt Switch, get some decent damage off, switch back, and have a free switch into this Scrafty. Which is great. I'm actually going to go out on my Scizor because there's nothing really that Scrafty can do to Scizor. He actually goes for the Dragon Dance here. But that's not a problem for me. It's not an issue. Not a problem whatsoever. I'm going to Mega Evolve this turn as he Dragon Danced last turn when I switched in. And, you know, it's not a problem. He actually goes for the Drain Punch here, expecting to get some more damage off, but obviously that's not even a 2-hit KO, which is great for me because I'm able to retaliate with a Bug Bite. And then I actually eat his Lumberry, but it's not a problem. If he had burned my Caesar and then I ate his Lumberry, you know how great that would have been? That would have been incredible. It would have been great. Amazing. Spectacular. But it didn't happen. And now he goes out into Barbershop, which is his Barbarical, and I hit him up with that superpower and do some crazy damage to this thing. Because, you know, Caesar's power. It's got all that power, all that bulk. He actually goes for the Shell Smash here. But that's not a problem for me because I have Bullet Punch. And I'm pretty sure that this thing does not get Aqua Jet. I've never used Barbarical, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that it doesn't. Hit him up with that Bullet Punch, and that is one dead Barbarical. Even with me at -1. But the rain is gone now, unfortunately. He goes out into his Dusclops. But that's okay. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. I'm actually going to switch out here because I know that I can't really hit this thing for crap, especially with me being at -1 after the superpower. Go back out into my Geico. This Dusclops is asleep, but like I said, it's not a problem. I'm going to hit him up with that Dark Pulse. Going to get some damage off on him. Around 45%. Not as much as I would have liked, but then again, this is a Dusclops, and I don't have anything on my team with knockoff. I'm going to switch out here because I know this thing is going to wake up and probably try to go for a Will-O-Wisp, so I might as well get my rain up while I can. So I'm going to switch back out into my Politoed, get the rain up. He can't burn me, but regardless, I am going to die this turn because of the burn damage. Now he wakes up, like I said, goes for the Will-O-Wisp. Already burned, and then I die to burn. So I have a full 8 turns of rain, 7 turns of rain at my disposal here because of that drizzle. So I'm going to go out into Geico. I am going to hit him up with that Thunder. It's my most powerful move that I have on this thing, and it does some decent damage. Again, not as much as I would have liked, but what are you going to do? It's a freaking Dusclops. This thing is a monster. Now, unfortunately, Dry Skin kicks in before the burn damage, so I am going to take, you know, I am going to be like at 98%, 95%. The rest of this match, as long as the rain is up. Now, he goes out into his Manectric. Obviously, this thing doesn't have Lightning Rod anymore because it Mega Evolved and it now has Intimidate, so Thunder is not an issue, and I outspeed this thing. So like I said, Dry Skin occurs before the burn, so I'm going to get healed, and then I'm going to take that burn damage, which, you know, is kind of unfortunate, but it's not that big of an issue. I am going to hit him up with that Thunder, and KO that thing. Knocked out. Bodied. That's how we do it. Gonna get my Dry Skin here, and he either, I think he switches in his Talonflame here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he goes out into his Talonflame, and even Choice Band and Talonflame cannot KO Geico with Brave Bird because it is resisted. Just throwing that out there for you guys. Nothing. That you ain't doing nothing, and then I'm able to retaliate with Thunder, and that is one dead chicken. Surprise! Oh, that's great. But now all he has left is Dusclops, and I still have plenty of rain at my disposal, so I'm free to Thunder whenever I like. So it's not an issue, not a problem. Goes back out into Dusclops, and like I said, I can KO this thing with Thunder, and that's a good game. It's a good game, Hunter. I had a lot of fun during this battle. It's one of the, you know, more funs I've had in a while. One of the more fun battles that I've had in a while, and you know, I got to use my Mighty Heliolisk and my Prime Rape a little bit, I suppose. But anyways, guys, I stream 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night. Not sure how that's going to work out in college. There definitely won't be a stream every night in college. But if the internet is good, I'm going to try to stream at least once a week because I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off because I don't have any Friday classes. But in college, a lot of people don't know, you actually have to study 35 to 40 hours a week. 35 to 40 hours a week of studying. That's like going to school and having a full-time job at the same time. It's going to be nearly impossible. But I am going into digital media production, so I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I don't think I'm gonna have too much, you know, hate for what I'm doing. Like in high school, I hated everything that I was doing. I hated math, hated history, I hated everything. The only class I think I really enjoyed was like science stuff. But even then, it was still more math than anything, which wasn't really any fun. I did like my web design and classes like that, but you know, they say do what you can, do what you love. And I really enjoy making YouTube videos. I enjoy streaming on Twitch. I enjoy all of the feedback that I get from you guys, and it's great. It's a great feeling. So no matter what I end up doing after college, I still plan on doing I plan on doing YouTube probably for as long as I can. Probably until I'm like 50 or 60 years old, or until YouTube isn't a thing anymore. But you know, that's whatever. I expect to be, you know, at least for the next 10 years, I expect to be doing YouTube. At least. Unless, you know, something else comes up. Even if I have a family, I think I'm going to do YouTube. But I'm getting way too deep into this conversation. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye!